It's 2:47 a.m., and my brain just threw a banana peel at me. Out of nowhere, it whispered, "You have to go on a diet." A diet? Me? A sloth? I live in slow motion. I burn fewer calories than a park taxi. But now that the idea is here, hanging from the ceiling fan of my mind like a guilty fruit bat, I can't shake it off. Maybe I do need a diet. Maybe I've been chewing too many midnight mangoes lately. Or maybe I just need to redefine what diet even means. First, let's start with the obvious. If I, a New York sloth, decided to go on a diet, I'd have to tell my friends. And you know what that means? Drama. My friend Larry the Pigeon would flap into my window yelling, "Bro, you live in a city with the best bagels on earth and you're counting leaves." Then there's Benny the Raccoon, who'd offer me organic trash. He swears he only eats locally sourced leftovers. I'd end up having to host a leaf-only dinner party and pretend a single piece of lettuce is a full-course meal. But what kind of diet do sloths even follow? Keto, paleo trio. I Googled it once to ask me how a sloth uses a laptop, and every answer was about high energy and low sugar, which feels unfair. My highest energy moment today was rolling over. Twice. Maybe my ideal diet is the eternal nap plan. You don't eat anything. You just dream about food so vividly your body forgets the difference. Then I imagine joining a gym, a sloth in a spin class. Everyone's pedaling furiously while I'm still adjusting the seat, whispering, "Let's not rush this, people." The instructor yells, "Feel the burn." And I'm like, I am emotionally. They'd kick me out before warm-up ends. Maybe I should open my own gym, Sloth, the only gym where you don't move. The slogan writes itself. Results may take several lifetimes. In another midnight scenario, I picture going to a dietitian. She takes one look at me and says, "Your metabolism is slower than New York traffic." I'd nod proudly. "Thank you," I'd say. "I work hard at it." She'd hand me a meal plan. Breakfast, 1 kale leaf, lunch air, dinner your regrets. And I'd try it for 1 day before waking up hugging a cinnamon roll like it's my emotional support pastry. Somewhere between hunger and hallucination, I start wondering what it would feel like if the city went on a diet. Imagine New York skipping breakfast. No coffee smell in the streets, no bagel carts, it's just silence and confused pigeons. Central Park would become a giant salad bowl. The taxis would sip fuel instead of guzzling it. Maybe even Times Square would dim its lights to cut calories. Then I'd drift into fantasy number 7. What if I could eat thoughts instead of food? Every time I overthink, I'd get a brain snack, anxiety-flavored crunch. I'd be full all the time. The problem is, my thoughts never stop. So I'd probably end up overstuffed on existential dread before breakfast. Still, it's better than counting calories. At this point, I start negotiating with myself. The way only a sleepless sloth can. Maybe I don't need to eat less, I tell myself. Maybe I just need to enjoy slower, which sounds deep until I realize I already chew in slow motion. Then I remember that humans have cheat days, so I decide to have cheat months. My diet plan becomes, eat whatever you want. Just call it mindfulness. Works every time. And then, right when I think I've finally figured it out, I imagine the food itself protesting. The apples form a union. The pancakes demand better working conditions. We're tired of being judged, they shout. You take one look at us and call us carbs. We have feelings, too, so I start apologizing to a loaf of bread at 3 in the morning. My neighbor knocks on the wall. I pretend I'm practicing for a play called Sorry Sandwich. Now it's 4 a.m., and the city outside hums like a sleepy refrigerator. I'm still not sure if I'm going on a diet or just having a food-themed identity crisis. But maybe that's okay. Maybe diet isn't about restriction, it's about rhythm. Eating, thinking, living all at your own pace. And mine just happens to be glacial. So I'll stay here in my hammock, chewing on my thoughts instead of lettuce, and promise myself that tomorrow I'll eat better, or at least slower.